Why do some individuals develop an instant dislike towards us, absent any explicit provocation? It's a question that probes not just social interactions, but the very essence of human nature. This perplexing behavior, where friendliness is met with coldness or even hostility, suggests there may be deeper, more abstract forces at play beyond the straightforward exchanges of daily life. In many cases, these sentiments do not originate from anything we have overtly done or said, but rather from the complexities embedded within the human psyche, hidden jealousies, silent insecurities, or the mere shadows of past misunderstandings. Understanding these hidden dynamics is not merely an intellectual exercise. It is crucial for mastering the social landscapes we navigate, where perceptions and realities intertwine intricately. In our video, we will explore 9 surprising psychological triggers that might cause someone to feel intense negativity towards us. This exploration is not just about uncovering facts, but is intended to provide a deeper understanding of the nuanced interplay between individual identities and societal norms. Thank you profoundly for your continued support and engagement, which greatly enriches the discourse we share. Your insights and feedback are invaluable to me. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe and engage with our content further. Are you ready to delve into this investigation with me? Let us begin. Envy and jealousy. Within the labyrinth of human emotions, envy and jealousy stand out as particularly potent, capable of transforming interpersonal relationships from harmonious to discordant. These feelings, corrosive at their core, subtly undermine admiration and morph respect into resentment. Envy and jealousy frequently emanate from a perception of disparity, where an individual recognizes in another a quality, achievement, or possession that they desire but deem unattainable for themselves. This corrosive sentiment can be triggered by a wide array of stimuli: professional accomplishments, personal successes, or even admirable character traits and lifestyle choices that stand out as aspirational benchmarks. The person affected by envy or jealousy sees in another a mirror reflecting their own perceived inadequacies or unfulfilled aspirations, sparking a complex emotional response that can manifest as hostility. Understanding these triggers is not only about identifying the roots of negative feelings, but also about comprehending the profound impact of our visible successes and attributes on others. This awareness can guide us in navigating our social interactions more thoughtfully, recognizing that beneath the surface of simple interpersonal dynamics often lie deeper currents of desire and discontent, misunderstandings, and ineffective communication. The seeds of many interpersonal conflicts are often sown in the fertile ground of misunderstandings and communication breakdowns. Central to these issues is a dissonance between intention and perception, what is said and how it is understood. This misalignment can emerge from the smallest of conversational missteps or nonverbal cues that are misinterpreted. Such gaps in communication can cause others to construct a distorted image of our character, seeing us as aloof, dismissive, or antagonistic, rather than as we intend to be perceived. These minor errors in expression or interpretation can accumulate, erecting emotional barriers that fortify over time into solid walls of resentment and misunderstanding. Addressing these misunderstandings requires more than mere clarification. It necessitates a deeper engagement with how we convey and interpret messages. It is essential to cultivate an awareness of our own communication styles and the potential for misinterpretation, striving always to bridge the gap between expression and understanding. This careful navigation of interpersonal dynamics helps to dismantle barriers and restore clarity and respect to our relationships. Differences in fundamental values and beliefs. In the tapestry of human society, each individual is woven with threads of unique values and beliefs that shape their worldview. When these foundational perspectives collide with those of others, the friction can ignite deep-seated disagreements and foster lasting resentment. Such clashes are not confined to the grand arenas of politics or religion. They often emerge from the more mundane aspects of existence, differing views on work ethics, lifestyle choices, or even the minutiae of daily interactions. These differences can create a sense of alienation or opposition, as individuals perceive those with conflicting values as not merely different, but as threats to their own ways of life or belief systems. The resulting conflicts are not merely intellectual disagreements, but can evolve into visceral disputes that permeate everyday interactions and color perceptions of character and intent. Navigating this landscape of diverse values requires a robust commitment to empathy and dialogue. By striving to understand the underlying reasons for others' beliefs and recognizing the validity of their experiences, we can bridge the gaps that divide us. This approach does not necessarily aim at consensus, but seeks mutual respect and coexistence amid diversity, fostering a more inclusive and less contentious social environment. The influence of rumors and gossip. The realm of human interaction is often clouded by the shadows of rumors and gossip, which wield a potent and destructive force. These murmured tales, whether wholly fabricated or merely stretched truths, have the power to rapidly dismantle reputations and distort perceptions. The virulence of gossip lies in its ability to spread swiftly and silently, embedding itself in the collective consciousness before the subject even becomes aware or has the opportunity to rebut. The impact of such rumors can be profound. Individuals may find themselves unfairly cast in a negative light, perceived as villains based on hearsay rather than fact. This misrepresentation can lead to isolation and hostility from others, based on a narrative over which the individual has little control and less visibility. To counteract the effects of rumors and gossip, proactive communication and transparency are crucial. Building and maintaining open channels of communication within one's community or network can help mitigate misunderstandings and provide a platform for clarification or correction of false information. Furthermore, fostering a culture that values direct engagement over speculative gossip can diminish the breeding ground for such harmful narratives, protecting not only individual reputations, but also the integrity of interpersonal relations. Personal insecurities and projection. At the core of many interpersonal conflicts lie the shadowy depths of personal insecurities, a psychological dimension that is frequently overlooked yet profoundly influential. When individuals fail to confront or resolve their inner doubts and fears, these insecurities can transform into destructive emotions such as envy, resentment, and even hatred. This process of psychological projection involves casting one's own fears, failings, or self-doubts onto others who seem less burdened by such issues, amplifying feelings of hostility toward those perceived to be more confident or successful. The danger of projection is that it distorts reality, allowing subjective insecurities to define one's perception of others. Individuals who appear strong, content, or successful can unwittingly become targets for those grappling with their hidden vulnerabilities. The resultant hostility is not necessarily a reflection of the other's actions or character, but rather a mirror of the insecurities projected onto them. Addressing this complex issue requires introspection and self-awareness. By acknowledging and working through one's insecurities, individuals can prevent these emotions from being redirected outward as irrational animosity. Furthermore, cultivating empathy towards oneself and others can aid in recognizing the universal struggle with insecurities, fostering a more compassionate and less confrontational approach to interpersonal relations. Lack of empathy and understanding. In the intricate dance of human relations, empathy and understanding serve as the music that guides our steps. Yet, in the starker realities of everyday life, These essential elements are often conspicuously absent, leading to missteps and collisions. A deficiency in empathy extends beyond a mere inability to share in the emotional experiences of others. It encompasses a failure to accurately perceive and interpret the motivations and reactions of those around us. This failure can result in responses that are out of sync with the intentions or feelings of others, thereby distorting interactions and potentially engendering resentment where no true provocation exists. The repercussions of this empathy gap are significant. Without the ability to place oneself in another's situation and see the world from their perspective, misunderstandings proliferate and relationships suffer. Individuals may feel misunderstood, undervalued, or outright ignored, not because of deliberate slights, but due to the inadvertent neglect of their emotional and psychological landscapes. Bridging this gap requires a deliberate cultivation of empathetic skills, which involves active listening, open-ended questioning, and a genuine commitment to understanding diverse perspectives. By striving to connect with the experiences and feelings of others, we can more accurately align our reactions and interactions, thus reducing the likelihood of unintended conflict and fostering a more harmonious social environment. Competition or rivalry. In the complex interplay of human dynamics, competition and rivalry can serve as potent catalysts for personal growth and excellence. However, when these competitive spirits exceed the boundaries of healthy ambition, they can evolve into toxic obsessions. This transition marks a descent from a constructive drive towards success to a destructive desire to see others fail. Such relationships, marred by ceaseless comparison and endless contest, become breeding grounds for deep-seated negative emotions. The essence of this problem lies not in the nature of competition itself, but in its perversion into an all-consuming rivalry where the success of one is viewed as the failure of another. This mindset fosters resentment, jealousy, and a schadenfreude, where one finds satisfaction in the setbacks of rivals. Mitigating the adverse effects of excessive competition requires a reorientation of focus from rivalry to mutual growth and the celebration of collective achievements. Cultivating an environment that values cooperative success as much as individual triumph can help reframe the narrative around competition. By recognizing that the true value of competition is to elevate performance and not to diminish others, we can maintain its benefits while minimizing its capacity to engender hostility. The influence of social expectations. Social norms and expectations act as invisible guidelines that shape interpersonal dynamics within a community. When individuals perceive that someone does not adhere to these accepted standards or norms, it can trigger feelings of discomfort and disapproval. This response often stems not from any direct action on the part of the nonconformist, but from the broader societal pressures and the discomfort associated with deviation from the norm. These social expectations can be deeply ingrained, and the fear of the unfamiliar or unconventional can provoke a defensive stance among those who feel compelled to uphold traditional values. This type of resentment is fundamentally about maintaining social cohesion and the status quo, rather than any personal animosity towards the individual challenging these norms. Navigating this landscape requires a nuanced understanding of the role social expectations play in shaping attitudes and behaviors. Promoting a culture of acceptance and open-mindedness can help mitigate the negative impact of these societal pressures. Encouraging dialogue about diversity in thoughts, lifestyles, and beliefs can gradually shift perceptions, making it easier for individuals to appreciate and even embrace differences rather than responding to them with resentment. The lack of recognition. At the heart of many interpersonal grievances is the poignant sting of being overlooked or underappreciated. Human beings inherently seek acknowledgement for their efforts and contributions. It affirms their value and role within a group or relationship. When such recognition is consistently absent, when contributions are forgotten or minimized, the emotional fallout can be severe. This neglect can seed deep-seated bitterness, which, if left unaddressed, may grow into outright hostility or hatred. The lack of recognition often reflects more than mere oversight. It can indicate a fundamental undervaluing of an individual's role or contributions, whether in a professional setting, among friends, or within family dynamics. This disregard can lead to a feeling of invisibility or marginalization, which is profoundly disheartening and can erode self-esteem and motivation. Addressing this issue involves more than simply acknowledging contributions after the fact. It requires a systemic appreciation of the efforts of all members within a community or organization, fostering an environment where recognition is both a regular occurrence and a foundational cultural element. By ensuring that acknowledgement is woven into the fabric of daily interactions, organizations and communities can prevent the buildup of resentment and promote a more inclusive and positive atmosphere. Show your commitment to fostering a harmonious and respectful community. Let's navigate this journey together, embracing the uniqueness of each individual while supporting one another's growth and well-being. Thank you for joining me today in this exploration of the deeper aspects of human relationships. Your participation and feedback are not only valuable but vital in shaping the direction of our discussions and fostering a community grounded in understanding and mutual respect. If this conversation has resonated with you, please consider subscribing and activating notifications to stay updated with our latest insights and dialogues. Together, we can continue to uncover the complexities of human interactions and strive towards a more empathetic and inclusive world. I'm eager to hear from you, your stories, your victories, and the hurdles you've navigated through. Your experiences enrich our collective understanding and remind us all of the strength found in shared struggles and triumphs. If you're contemplating what to share, perhaps start with a moment of peacefulness in your life, and let's build from there. Looking forward to connecting with each of you in the comments below.